Bears fans, it's time to ask a big question. Are these offseason moves part of a master plan, or are they just a risky bet? The first big move was a surprise, selecting a top tight end in the draft, something almost no one expected. Will this be a brilliant decision or a mistake that haunts the team all season? Even the most talented quarterback won't be able to fix things if this move backfires. Then comes another unexpected choice, bringing back a veteran player who was previously cut. Now, he's returning at a much higher cost. Will this decision strengthen the team, or will it be another expensive mistake? And finally, a puzzling move, signing a long snapper to a short contract while other teams secure theirs for the long run. Special teams can be a game changer, and this could spell trouble. Now let's talk about the biggest draft rumor. With the 10th overall pick, could the Bears really be selecting a tight end? It might sound shocking, especially after investing in the offensive line during free agency. But let's break it down. One of the top experts has predicted this move, suggesting that the team's offensive coordinator wants to add more weapons for their young quarterback. The tight end in question is a standout player, 104 receptions, over 1,200 yards, and 8 touchdowns last season. He's explosive after the catch, making him a valuable target. But here's the concern. There's already a solid tight end on the roster who signed a major extension in 2023. His production dropped last season, but was that due to the system, the quarterback, or something else? Now, with a new offensive strategy that could rely on 2 tight ends, this draft pick might make sense. However, there's another side to this argument. Shouldn't the team focus on bigger needs, like the defensive line or an elite offensive tackle? The offensive line has already been improved through free agency, but the defense still has some major question marks. Would it be smarter to trade down, stack up more draft picks, and still get the same player? Here's the real debate. If this tight end is truly a special talent, should the team take the chance and grab him? Or is this a luxury pick that could backfire when there are more pressing needs? Should they build a stronger foundation or load up on offensive weapons to create an unstoppable attack? What do you think? Is this the right move, or another gamble that could cost the team in the long run? The Bears seem to be looking back instead of moving forward. First, there were hopes of bringing back a star pass rusher, only to watch him re-sign elsewhere. Now, rumors are swirling about another reunion, this time with Leonard Floyd. Floyd was drafted in 2016, but never fully reached his potential in Chicago before being let go. Since then, he's flourished, winning a Super Bowl, racking up sacks, and proving he still has plenty left in the tank. Now at 32, he's coming off productive seasons with Buffalo and San Francisco. But does signing him make sense, or is this just another short-term fix? There's no denying Floyd can still play. He has 66.5 career sacks, and his last 3 seasons have been solid. But the team just signed another veteran pass rusher. Do they really need more experience, or should they focus on developing young talent like Austin Booker? If Floyd returns, it could give the team a reliable option alongside its current star pass rusher. But let's be honest. Does this coaching staff know how to use him better than they did in 2019? He was never given the right system back then, and bringing him back now won't erase that mistake. Here's another hard truth. Floyd was just released to clear salary space. Are the Bears once again picking up other teams' leftovers instead of building something fresh? If they can sign him on a cheap, short-term deal, it could be a smart depth move. But if they see him as the answer to their defensive struggles, they're making the same mistake all over again. So what's the better choice? Give Floyd a second chance, or finally commit to developing young pass rushers instead of relying on veterans past their prime? It might not make headlines, but the Bears just made a key decision, re-signing their long snapper, Scott Daly. While most fans focus on quarterbacks and star defenders, this move has real importance for the team. For years, Patrick Scales was a rock on special teams, playing 10 seasons in Chicago. But after an injury in 2024, Daly stepped in and did his job flawlessly. Clean snaps, no mistakes, no drama. Now, He's earned another contract. Stability in special teams is a big deal, especially with a kicker and punter who are among the best in the league. Daly, along with the team's kicker and Australian punter, forms a strong unit that can help win close games. But here's the question: why just a one-year deal? Daly is 29 in his prime and has already proven he can handle the job. Special team success depends on consistency, so wouldn't it make sense to lock him in for the long run? It may not be the most exciting move of the offseason, but it's a smart one. The real question is whether the team will continue to prioritize stability or keep making short-term decisions that create problems down the line. When it comes to field goals, extra points, and punts, the Bears should be set for the next 3 seasons. But instead of committing long-term, they've only given their long snapper, Scott Daly, a one-year deal. Is this part of a bigger plan, or is the team just being cautious with its spending? There's also a symbolic shift happening here. With Patrick Scales gone, the last remaining player from the Lovie Smith era is officially out. Scales was 35 and coming off multiple preseason injuries. Was keeping him even a real option? Daly is younger, healthier, and has already proven he can handle the job. But here's the real question. What if Scales wanted to retire as a Bear? Was he given that choice? Football can be ruthless. And this might be another case of a veteran being pushed out without a farewell on his terms. Looking at the bigger picture, the Bears are quietly strengthening their special teams. They've kept key players in coverage and locked in a reliable punter and kicker. Special teams often decide close games, and last season's loss to the Lions, because of a botched snap, was proof of how costly mistakes can be. With Daly, that risk is minimized. This move won't grab headlines, but it's an important one. The real question is, should the team have committed to Daly for longer, or was letting Scales go the right move? 3 major questions for the Bears' future. 1. Tyler Warren, is a tight end worth a top 10 pick? Would drafting a tight end that early be a game-changing decision or a wasted opportunity? Should the team focus on protecting Caleb Williams with a stronger offensive line, or would adding more weapons create an unstoppable offense? 2. Leonard Floyd, a smart signing or a step backward? Should the Bears bring back Floyd, who has been productive since leaving, or is it time to develop younger pass rushers instead of relying on veterans? 3. Scott Daly versus Patrick Scales. Did the team make the right call? Did the Bears make the right decision by moving on from Scales and signing Daly for just 1 year? Or should they have shown loyalty to a longtime player who helped anchor special teams for a decade? These are big choices that could shape the season. What's the best path forward? Focus on the future, or stick with familiar names?